It's her dream. Whether she comes from the city or from the country. It's been her dream to guide her high school team to a state championship. She's seen those who had came before her, watching while they took the court, dreaming of making that shot, that pass, that block, and joining her teammates and coaches when together they hoisted the gold ball. The work she has put in, the sacrifices she has made, the hundreds of hours alone in the gym, in a driveway, in a barn, nothing matches the feeling, nothing matches the pride of knowing you are forever part of something special, something tangible, something people can see, touch, and say. I remember her when she played. Tonight, hearts swell. Hearts are broken, dreams continue, dreams restart, and sadly, some dreams end. And for her, watch and see as her dream is played out live in front of those in person, and those around the state, around the country, even around the world. It's WIAA Girls Basketball Playoffs, and it's on W7 right now.
Good afternoon, live from Sheboygan North High School. It is the WIAA State Sectional Final between the 3 seed De Pere Redbirds and the number 1 seed Germantown Warhawks. With Sarah Nassif, Dave Beasley, Scott Rowie, I am Ed Rowie. We have the 1 seed Germantown, the home team. They will be in their home whites, taking on De Pere. Oh, we're going to make a correction on that right out of the gate. Germantown in their road blacks. We'll touch on more of this and today's afternoon, the game ahead of us. First, a word from our sponsor. Christ almighty.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Welcome back, live from Sheboygan North. It is the sectional final. The winner of today's game heads to Green Bay. And if it's Germantown, they will look to defend their state championship. And on the other side, De Pere, the Redbirds, looking to reach Green Bay. With Scott Rowie, I'm Ed Rowie. De Pere, Germantown, they played very early in the season, back in November. I think you got to throw that game out completely because it was dominated from tip to buzzer by Germantown, and both of these teams are very different. They both come in 23-4, but that game, throw it out the window.
Well, think about a game. Think about your own life. I mean, think about going back to November to where we are now in early March. I mean, things change, and that clearly happened with both of these teams. The interesting thing, I think, as I sit here thinking about the way this game is going to go, is we're still talking about the game from 2 nights ago, the emotional side of it. So I would start maybe on Germantown's side. How do you handle the emotion of what is going to go down for years as one of the best high school basketball games that most of us have seen in a very long time. On the De Pere side, really interested to see how they use some of their height. This reminds me a little bit of what Kaukauna had the other night. A lot of height, but rather than bury them on the inside or post up, Alana Zarnicki, Novi, they popped out and they were shooting threes for most of the night, and they were making them. Zarnicki had a great game, and it looks like that's very similar to what De Pere is going to do. Jordan Melman's 6 feet tall, but she's a leading scorer in the conference, but she also leads in three-point makes in the conference. Claire Bjorgi, sophomore, can score. So, you're looking at a team that scores 70 points a game. I don't want to make any predictions, but it feels like it could have a very similar vibe to what we had the other night. Back and forth, a lot of emotion, and, this is the game. This is to send you to state. So I'm going to be very, very interested to see De Pere, how they run their offense and how they handle that, how they use that height, if they can get second and third opportunities on the offensive side. And then on Germantown's side, I'll just say one thing, how do you handle the emotional side of such a big victory the other night? Sometimes teams will come out slow after that. We've said that a number of times with Germantown with their games. They have started some games slow. They tend to pick it up, but it'll be interesting to see how they start this game.
The Hupke team draws on their shared in-depth knowledge of the community to guide their clients through the home buying and selling process. Recognized as one of the top 10 realtor teams in the nation for small teams, and #1 team in Wisconsin by Coldwell Banker. You will not find better representation than the Hupke team. Visit JenniferHupke.com to learn more and follow them on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You touched on Germantown a little bit. Jordan Millmans, she's headed to Butler next year. We all know about KK and her side of things, so let's get this out there right away. If you are new to W7, new to this experience, I think most of us have been around here. De Pere fans, don't get upset if it seems like we're slanted towards Germantown. They were our home school, something we'll touch on later today. And they also paid for this run. All the money goes to the WIAA, nothing to W7. So they paid for it. So if you see us with a little slant towards Germantown, it is that reason and that reason alone. But don't worry, Redbird fans. We are just as much a part of this game as anybody else. And if you were a part of the other night's game, you know that. And I think the Kaukauna fans would agree. We were just as excited for them when they were doing big things. But again, you touched on the emotion of this game. The first 4 minutes of the first half are going to tell everybody a lot, because no matter what, you're nervous for this game. Germantown, yes, they won a state title last year, but only 2 players played in that game that are going to step on the floor from a year ago, and that was KK Arnold and Emily Wisner. So each team has some inexperience when it comes to big, huge game experience.
And I would add, too, we've said this every game, but Germantown's going to come out. They're going to pressure. The other night, we were really impressed early on with Kaukauna and their ability to break the press, especially in the first half. Savannah Robinson did a great job. When Germantown got behind 11, they were able to come back to the game very quickly, just with that pressure in the second half. So we'll see how they handle that pressure tonight.
GTV, that's who sponsors us on W7, and our actual sponsor is JBB Financial Advisor.
GTV, presented by JVB Financial Advisor, is on W7. I'm a financial planner. Started doing this 36 years ago, back in 1985. What my best clients say I do for them is help them feel comfortable about their money and about their insurance protection. Work with young people that are just out of college and just getting started, to people that are nearing retirement, or some that are already in retirement. There's no obligation. There's no fees or anything like that. We just like to have a conversation and see if it makes sense to sit down and maybe talk about things a little further.
high school, along with the WIA, require good sportsmanship and education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Now, to honor those America defending our freedoms, we ask that you please stand, if able, and then also remove your caps and headwear. Place your hand over your heart for the playing of our national anthem by the Pere, Redbird, Pregame.
There you have it. The anthem has been sung. The lineup's announced. And we are just about set for tip. You got scores out there, send them in. A lot of games that started at 1 o'clock, so a lot of games coming to a close. I see that Pewaukee is moving on, having beaten Pius. Kettle Moraine beat Oak Creek. Just in, Brook East, 48-40. And the winner of this game today will move on and play in the Resch Center. We're underway. Tip controlled by DePere. Try to get settled in. Left side, Millman's in the corner, card closely by Lobs.
Got a height advantage.
Matchup.
Yep.
Georgi with KK on her. Swing it to the right side. DePere showing great patience to start this. Top of the key, thought about it. Nope, drive, drop.
Good
Ball
deflection.
deflected into the corner. Borowski comes away with it. High screen, ball, rotate over, pass, good.
Really great pass to find Borowski.
Just a tick late was Gretchen McNeil, and DePere's on the board, 2-0. KK drives, goes to the hoop, shot, no good. Borowski rebounds. Up ahead, right side, Millman's missed it. McNeil comes away with the rebound.
Great box out by McNeil.
Up ahead, Leininger saves it from going out of bounds. Whiz, 3, no good. Lobs offensive rebound. Kicks it out. Ends up in the hands of McNeil. She gets it up top. That's KK. Swing it to the right side. Wisner drives. Double team. We're going to have a jump ball.
Yep. Early on, it looks like they've decided to put McKenna Shelsik on KK early. We'll see how long that matchup lasts.
KK triggers into Wisner. Drives. Pulls up. Kicks it out to Leininger. McNeil was all alone.
Yeah, she's
Eventually,
calling for
she
it.
finds her, and she scores
I mean, we could hear, we're at the other end of the court, and we could hear her clapping for the ball.
with a headset on. 2 apiece early on. De Pere, 23-4. These two teams met early in the season with Germantown blowing them out. Shot no good. Offensive rebound, and now foul. See who they get. Looks like it's going to be Caleb. Got to be certain of that. Yep, it's lobs. But it started with the offensive rebound by Jordan Millmans.
Which we talked about before the game. As soon as that shot went up, you saw Millmans put position on KK. Great job boxing out. Gets the rebound. Leads to a second chance possession and free throws for Bjorgi.
She hits the first. Second one good. So it looks like they're trying to give a little bit of grief to KK in the backcourt, make her work a little bit. I think she'll welcome that. Just underway at Sheboygan North High School. Sectional final. As Wisner keeps, drives, kicks out. KK, left side 3. Short. Rebound, Oakley Wittick. Pass to Millmans. Now Leininger
Good
on her.
deflection. Ooh, didn't get it.
Right side. Now lobs.
Germantown's got to stay
Defended
wide.
Bjorgi. Drive and kick. Very similar drive and kick offense. Drive to the hoop. Shot good.
Oakley Wittick. Good take.
6-2 early on. Talked about the first 4 minutes. We're approaching 3 minutes, and thus far it's been De Pere as a foul.
I think they got Wittick.
That's on the opposite end of where we are. We are just left side, actually on the screen, just to the left, of the Germantown bench. Wisner thought about it. Strides, kicks it out. Pull up, KK, no good.
Look good from here.
Borowski rebounds, they push. Deflection, Leininger saved it. Nope, she stepped out of bounds, but a good deflection from Lucy.
And again, you got to wonder, I mean, that game the other night was a later game. It's not even 48 hours later. So far, Germantown, I wouldn't say they've come out flat, but their shots have been a little bit flat. You just got to get into a rhythm and a flow in this game early.
We got to get used to the background here is very stretched. It goes all the way across the gym. Leininger with a steal. She keeps it, goes to the hoop. She lost it. She just fell.
Yeah, I think that's right. She may have gotten away with it. I thought they were going to call maybe a carry. And now they're giving it to Germantown.
Oh, it's saying a deflection.
We're on the other side, though, so they had a much better view than we did.
Absolutely. So KK to trigger, 14:37 left, first half. Chen, kick it out, Leininger. KK, 3, got it!
She's going to find that shot.
6-5 early on.
First 2 looked flat. That looked more like a KK shot.
Bjorgi closely guarded by lobs. Now KK guarding Millmans. Millmans again, headed to Butler next year.
Really curious about the Lobs-Bjorgi matchup today and how that's going to turn out. So far, Lobs has done a great job.
Swing it right side. Shelsik thought about it, kicks it out. Now left side, now a cutter, wide open. Leininger late recovering, and we got free throws.
And we'll see, that may end up being a good foul from Leininger because that was a wide open layup. So depending on what happens with these free throws, Shelsik had a wide open look at the hoop, and Leininger was able to recover quickly. No way to avoid the foul. We'll see if that ends up being good foul or not.
First free throw, no good.
I'd say
it
yes.
Shelsik misses the first.
Quickly to Pere going to, again, height. Lauren Schneider, 6-footer coming off the bench.
Second one, good. 1 out of 2. De Pere's lead, 7-5. KK right, left. Drive into the late, drops it off Leininger. Good.
Those are the windows that Coach Stuvey talked about. Great angle. KK drives. She could have gone up on a Euro step and somehow knew exactly where Leininger was going to be.
7 apiece, 13:35 remaining first half. Jaselsic, top of the key against Leininger.
Good defense.
Drives, rolls off, Wisner rebounds.
Really good defense by Leininger.
KK across the timeline. She drives, skips through everybody. Charles, no foul call. She gets her offensive rebound, misses again. Rebound, Bjorgi. Kick out, nothing there. Swing it, right side, Mielmans. This time with Wisner on her. Wisner going to Carroll next year. Lobs, rotates over. She commits her second foul.
She tripped her.
And J.C. Manny and Rachel Murphy are the first 2 subs to check in for Germantown as they're about ready to. One thing I can take from that first matchup early on with De Pere, they do not have a very deep bench. They keep it to 7 or 8, and it's a short, quick 7 or 8. So we'll see how that factors in with Germantown's full court pressure. Free throw, good for the first one.
And that's a tough break for Germantown because Kala Labs was doing a great job on Bjorgi. We noticed that matchup right away at the beginning of the game. So it'll be interesting to see who from Germantown. I'm guessing J.C. Manny maybe.
Well, they'll rotate it, I think. But you're right. We'll see what that changes to and who's going to pick up Bjorgi. 9-7. Our first lead change of the day. Drive right side, Murphy. Swing it left side. Wisner looking, nothing there. Skip it. McNeil. Wisner. Murphy into the corner, and she traveled.
She's got to set her feet.
A little too quick there. Germantown's first turnover of the day.
I'm not sure Coach Stuvey agreed with that. He had a conversation with the official coming down, but I think she did drag her feet. She wanted to move before she dribbled.
Could have been anything. Coach is always talking. 12 and a half left here in the first half. 9-7 early on.
Good pressure. Good pressure. Oh, almost had a deflection from Wisner there. Look how wide they're getting. That's Germantown's defensive game right there. You got to be impressed by it. And there's a deflection again.
Shot, floater, no good. Batted around. Offensive rebound, put back. That's number 30, Laura Schneider.
And yeah, that's the height we talked about. I mean, that's a 6-footer that you bring off the bench in those second chance points.
McNeil drives, drop, turn around, shot, rolls off. Collision on the rebound. That should be on Millmans. Yep, they got her. She came flying in. Looked like she had a clean rebound, but she took out Rachel Murphy.
I don't think she expected Murphy to be there.
Inbound to Murphy, back to KK. KK drives, flips, up, good.
So talented. To be able to find that angle, it was a tough shot. She didn't have much of an angle to the hoop, and she found it. Just a step through, great shot.
Floater, inside, good. Good pass and finish. That's Borowski.
And that's what I'm going to be curious about most of the game. Wisner backdoor.
Cutter, nothing.
That's
and a foul.
Yep. Yeah, McNeil's got to drop back on that one.
That's not how they play. More subs as Lucy checks in. Wisner takes a break. Schneider checks out with the quick 2 points.
The one thing we talked about before the game, again, we thought this was going to happen with Kokana the other night, but with that height, how many second and third chance points were you going to get on the offensive end if you're De Pere today? And so far, that's been pretty evident early on. Their height is really working to their advantage. Germantown working really hard on the defensive end. Gets frustrating when you you force a missed shot, and then they get an easy, quick one.
Backdoor cutter, wide open layup. Bjorgi floats around and down. It kept bouncing. Sorry, that's Giselsik. She got open on a backdoor cutter, and it's 15-9 as Murphy lets a three go and
Big
got
shot.
it.
Needed that.
Rachel Murphy knocking down the three, cuts the lead from 6-3.
There's the lane. Yep.
And there's a steal for KK in the open court. Goes back to her right side, back left, turn, spin, travel.
Travel. Yeah. Yep. One of the rare instances when she gets a fast break where they threw two bodies at her. She's always got her head up, great court vision, but she just didn't have an option for her. And unfortunately, she caught herself in between going up for a shot and deciding to pass, and that happens a lot, and you end up with a travel. And now we see more pressure from Germantown.
$10-20 and counting, 15-12.
We've got Reese Berge right now on Giselsik. That's an interesting matchup too.
Millman's in the corner.
A lot of rotation. Good recovery from Germantown.
Clock ticks down toward 10 minutes. Left side. McKenna back up top. Now it's Jordan. Millman's. She drives. She kicks it out. Good patience by DePere. Drive, and this is going to be a foul on Manny.
Yep, she stuck her leg out.
They're the right calls, and Germantown's just, it doesn't seem like they're giving that out. It's like they want them to take that attack because it's right in front of us, yet they're not getting over to cut off that penetration.
And given their aggressiveness on defense, every game we see it. It's just a matter of time. They're gonna have some fouls called on them. You don't want to get in too much foul trouble this early in the game, though.
First free throw is good. Bjorgi now 5 for 5 from the line.
Especially when you're putting her on the line, too. Smart on DePere's part. They're patient on offense. I think this is the pace. They're dictating the pace of this game so far, and I think, when you're talking about a Germantown team that scores as much as they do, this is exactly what you want to do.
Second one good, 6 for 6. Claire Bjorgi, and it's 17-12.
I was wondering when Coach Stuvie was going to go to Danica Gaz, and now she's out there.
Wisner drives. She draws the foul, and she's going to go to the line. Wisner 75% on the season at the line.
That's a second on Whittick. So they'll go to a quick sub.
Oakley Whittick picks up her second.
Looks like Avery Borowski coming back into the game.
First one good for Wiz. Avery Borowski back on the floor, 17-13. Second one coming for Wisner. Dave Beasley hustles to get into position for the next shot. Dave Beasley, our photographer intern. Second one, no good. 1 out of 2 for Wisner. Bjorgi rebounds and crosses the timeline.
So far, they've done a really nice job on Melman's.
Right, but they're getting to the line and getting the layups otherwise. Only taking the 1 3-pointer from Mulmans, and that's it. Now the drive, attack, shot, good. That's Borowski, who's got 3 layups now. Lead back to 6. KK. Good job cutting her off. Now Gaz. Danica swings to right side. Reese Berge picks up her dribble, kicks it to the corner. Wisner up high to get it and bring it down. She drives. Ball deflected on the floor, ends up in the hands of Gaz. Now KK, she had a wide open lane, passes it up, instead gets it to Gaz. 3 on the way, no good. But she gets the offensive rebound, we're gonna have a tie-up.
That's not a foul. That's not a foul. Oh, good.
Nope.
No, yeah. That's jump ball.
And it's gonna be
DePere ball.
Yep. 8:51 remaining, 19-13.
I think if you're DePere right now, you got to be thrilled with the way the start of this game. Melman's is a leading scorer in the conference, hasn't scored yet, and you've got a 6-point lead.
Can't draw it up any better if you're DePere. And again, going right side, getting the lane. Pass through the hands of Borowski. They get it to McKenna. Giselsik closely guarded by Berge.
Good pressure defense.
8:25. Redbirds up 6. In their home whites, Germantown in the road blacks with gold lettering.
This
Now
matchup
Berge.
between KK and Melmans is fascinating.
I was going to say, I thought you were going to go with the Berge Shiselsic, because that's been pretty impressive too. Now
I
pressure,
agree.
near turnover. See if this gets everybody out of place. Millman's thought about it. Instead, no. Loose Leininger, a little too much. Now
Good
deflection.
deflection.
Goz ends up in the hands of Wisner. Third turnover of the half for DePere. KK across the timeline, right side. Looking to go one-on-one. Pull up, jumper, back iron. Rebound, deflected. KK hustles
Unreal.
it down. She keeps it, she pulls it out. She drives, and they're gonna get.
That's foul. Ooh,
A jump
yeah, they got
ball.
her arm.
Jump ball, it's gonna stay down there.
I thought they were gonna get them grabbing her wrist. I don't know if they want to start chanting that, but
I don't know if you saw, but KK was clapping with him. Wisner, 3, got it! Emily Wisner knocks down the 3. And the lead is now 3 for DePere, 19-16. Drive, kick, Borowski's shot, no good. Millmans was out of bounds, they let it go. That was
they
right in
missed
front
it.
of us.
He's right here too, he missed it. Student section's
Student section
furious.
saw it too. Down the lane, cut off.
Good
Blocked by
block. Kick it
Leininger.
out.
Borowski hustles back, not gonna get there as Leininger finishes.
Great block, great outlet pass.
Reese Berge grabbed the ball, fired it up ahead. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. Tonight's game is sponsored by the Walbeck Group. The Walbeck Group produces high-quality construction materials and delivers unparalleled professional design, engineering, and construction services throughout the Midwest, and are actively recruiting females to join their team. Visit walbeckgroup.com to learn more. 30-second timeout. Good pace. I think if you're Germantown, you want to keep that tempo. But as you talked about earlier, DePere seems to be dictating the pace of this game. Their offense has been very methodical. Their effectiveness has come from getting to the free throw line.
And again, we talked about that before the game. If you're gonna try to slow down a team that wants to run and get as many shots up as Germantown does, the only way to slow that down is to get into a half-court set, run your offense, and that's what DePere's been able to do so far. And I can't emphasize enough, you know Melmans is gonna at some point get her shots.
Oh, they're calling a foul on the floor. Must have been a little bit of a push. And I think they got Berge.
Yep.
Okay, well, the smallest player was reaching up and grabbing. 19-18, DePere up 1. Borowski checks back in, as does Oakley Wittick with 2 fouls.
Good minutes for Lauren Schneider, though.
But again, talked about that short bench. Going back to Wittick with 2 already. Clock is ticking there. It's not a lot of stoppages. We're already at 6:40 left in the first half. Drive cut off. Wittick nowhere to go. Now lobs pressuring Millmans. 3 on the way. Good! Claire Bjorgi. It's been her half. Now with 9 points. KK down the lane. Layup.
Wow.
Good.
Beautiful crossover.
Bjorgi crosses the timeline. Double team coming. Into the middle they go.
Good job by Bjorgi to find the open player.
That was Shiselsic that came to it. Millmans drives. 3 on the way. No good this time. Hustle, save, rebound. Nope. Ends up in the hands of KK. She goes open court to the hoop. Shot, no good. Gets her offensive rebound and good. Tried to say she got her own offensive rebound, but this pace again picking up and we're back to even. 22 apiece.
You can't undersell her quickness either. That looked like when the ball was thrown back in that it was going right to a DePere player and she just out-hustled. Good deflection again.
Ends up in the hands of Leininger. Lucy drives to the hoop. Up and under, no good.
Yeah, she should have pulled that back out. She didn't have anything.
That was a good shot. She just overlaid it. Stay aggressive. That's what Coach Stuvie would tell her. So nothing wrong with that as we approach 5:15 left. Leininger now on Millmans.
And as soon as they switch, it goes to KK. So they've definitely got a game plan for Melmans. And I think she's not frustrated. She's doing her part. She's finding her open teammates.
Gaz closely guarding number 12, Oakley Wittick. Now
Good
a drive. Leininger comes
Leininger,
flying in for the deflection. Up ahead to KK. She drives, drops off too high. Little too much juice on that pass.
She knows it. She went over to tell Wiz right away. My bad.
You can see Leininger was gassed, and she's coming out getting a quick break. .450 and counting. 22 apiece. Now the student section gets involved. Shot from Millmans, no good. KK rebounds. Her 5th of the half.
That was a Giannis rebound.
She drives, she kicks it out into the corner. That's Wisner. She lets it fly, no good. Hustle rebound, Schneider. Turns, throws it into lob. Correction, Bowles' hands stepped out of bounds. So Hallie Bowles just stepping onto the floor, but doing what the Mighty Mites do. Fly around, get deflections. .415 and counting, first half. This tempo, the score, if you look at it, now another deflection into the third row. Goes Chen.
You just can't make that type of pass against Germantown. I think DePere knows that. I think right away she realized it, but you just can't get away with any lob passes against Germantown. They just deflect way too many balls. They're too quick.
I think if you're Coach Jeremy Boyle, you're liking this pace though. 22 apiece.
Absolutely.
Both teams pretty much staying under their average. Germantown averaging close to 79. DePere at 70. Now drive down the lane, picked up. Kick it out, Schneider looks inside to Millmans.
They want to get her involved. They keep looking every possession.
Now they send Bulls. They rotate. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound, McNeil, and a foul. That's going to be on Schneider. Only the 4th team foul.
Don't want to be critical of the officiating, but the far side ref made that call. This guy down on our end was right in front of it. He might not have seen it.
3:45 and counting as we approach half. 22 apiece. Bulls right side, surveys, backs it out. Inside, Wisner. And by inside, she's about 18 feet away.
Great
she has it deflected. KK comes over and says, all right, everybody get settled. Here we go. KK, she got bumped. They let it go. She misses, and now they're going to get her.
Foul on her. Nope. Is it on KK? Yeah, that is.
And that's her second. And she went, and Coach Subi's saying, where's the body call? And I think he's right, because as KK approached, she got bumped. It should have been a foul call, and then you should have called a travel if you didn't call the bump, because KK flew about 8 feet.
And only her first.
And by 8 feet, it's probably closer to 3 or 4, but she went flying. Let's see what the discussion is.
It's the 7th foul, so they're not shooting yet.
Yes, it's the 7th.
They are shooting. Yep, it's 1-1 now.
Here they go down to the other end. So shooting free throws. And who are they going to put up on the line? Is that going to be Bjorgi? Yep. Let's see. I think they're going to put Schneider on the line. They are. I think they tried to sneak Bjorgi on the line, and I think we heard the ref yell, no, it's you.
I would have done the same thing.
Absolutely. Bjorgi a perfect 6 for 6 in the half. Instead, it's Lauren Schneider. And we'd love to give you stats. We've got minimal stats on DePere, so we apologize. The free throw is no good, but an offensive rebound.
There's that height.
Lob inside. Millmans is going to score. First bucket of the half because of the offensive rebound.
Allison Whitston.
And now KK drives. Layup good. Unbelievable up and under. Drive down the lane. Deflected into the hands. McNeil. She has it deflected. They're going to get a foul.
Yeah.
But if they got Bjorgi. Only the 5th turnover of the half, and I think that's a pretty low number considering the non-stop, consistent pressure of Germantown.
That was a frustration foul by Bjorgi, too, because she drove down the lane. I think she thought she got grabbed on that shot, didn't get the call, and then immediately grabbed on her end. So I think she looked at the ref like, you called it one way, why not this way? But the refs so far, I mean, there's been a lot of fouls, but they're letting them play.
Drive, kick. Leininger to Wisner. Wisner fires up a three, no good. Offensive
Good box
rebound,
out.
McNeil. Putback is
Great box
good. And Germantown takes their first lead of the afternoon, 26-24. Millman's left side surveys the scene. She's been working hard on both ends. She's huffing and puffing. I don't think she's going to sit. She catches,
Good
finds
pass.
a cut, layup, and a touch foul. The one thing we can't say is it's been real interesting because Coach Stuvey on the opposite end on the offensive putback from McNeil was asking for a foul. Then we get the touch on this side. Pretty interesting stuff watching this.
What shouldn't be lost on that is the great pass from Melmans. Now that ends up being the third foul now for McNeil, right?
Yep. And I kidded with her after the game. You know, I said, hey, Hack, you got to stay on the floor. The other night she fouled out, and she said, I know. The free throw was missed. Near steal, and it should. Oh, and a turnover. Boy, Pere, really impressive right now.
I mean, they're just showing as much hustle and they're deflecting as many balls as Germantown
Yes,
does. But you're this
indeed.
deep into the tournament, you got to expect that.
Lob over the top. Shaselczyk. And that was Borgie that created it. Millman's thought about it. Decides not. Borowski does. She drives and has it blocked by KK.
Was that a block?
We're going to discuss it.
Yeah, I think they and they'll make the right call. Yep, that's the right call.
She missed it.
I think that's right. My angle on that is I don't think she went up strong, and I think she got redirected by KK, put up a shot, expecting to hit the side of the corner of the backboard, and missed it.
I will say, and I think this is the argument that Coach Boiler's saying, who throws a shot 12 feet behind the backboard? So we play on as KK gets the block, and now Germantown has the ball. Now she pulls up, jumper no good, ball batted around. Berge hustles into the corner, gets to Wisner, swinging out KK. Drives, has it taken away.
Great play by Shaselczyk. And now they need to find Melmans.
26 apiece. They got her in the left corner. They're giving her baseline because they know help's coming. There it is. Triple team that time, ends up in the hands of Wisner. Wiz ends up away from the hoop.
Yeah,
But Berge with the deflection ends up in Wisner's hands. We're going to have a tie-up. No, I think it's going to be a timeout on the floor.
Yeah.
That's a great call because KK did the right thing. You don't want to get involved and jump on her. Timeout, Pere. 1:18 left, first half. Well, Coach Stuvey's out on the floor, I think. Nope, it is a timeout. We'll take it with him. You're watching GTV, sponsored by JVB Financial Advisor.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Back live at Sheboygan North High School. 1:10 remaining. Pere 26. Germantown 26. It's been as advertised. It's the winner will go to Green Bay and the Resch Center. Millman's 2 points so far, and they're going to get KK. Foul on the floor. That's KK's second. And Jordan Millman's going to step to the line.
I think she was saying, I got all ball, but they called her with the body.
And it'll play out. We all know that. You play the game. 26 apiece. First free throw attempt of the day for Millman's is good. Jordan, give you an idea. First in the conference in scoring with 25.3. First in three-pointers made with 84. Seventh in assists at 2.3. She's a stud. You hear the student section, but she's not overrated. She is just rated right. She is a heck of a player. Leininger, left hand finish.
No hesitation on her part. Great take.
Left all alone was Borowski, and she doesn't shoot.
And she took them earlier. She took a couple threes earlier.
She drives.
That's foul.
And that's going to be Gaz. Yeah, Borowski finished 6th in the conference with 32 makes. A little surprising unless they were told, play it out.
That could be 33 seconds. Maybe they wanted to. Again, they've kept the pace I think that they want to have in this game.
And McKenna Shiselsic goes to the line to shoot 2. So far, 1 for 3 today. Back iron. Something to keep an eye on. When you start, how this goes, the mental game. This place is going to get real loud as this game goes along, and she's shooting right by the student section. Got the second one. Has to feel good for her. So McKenna gives the Redbirds a 1-point lead as we're under 30 seconds.
Coach Stubbe calling one shot, pull it out. So we'll see what they dial up here.
I think you're going to look for a layup from Leininger, or you're going to get a whiz corner 3.
Yeah, I would imagine KK's
three too.
Going to penetrate and use that vision of hers to find somebody open.
You see the clock. They got Wisner in the corner. There's KK going back door. She's bodied ball 3 different times, and they get the call. Great execution.
Great play.
The surprise thus far is these will be the first free throws of the half for KK.
One might argue she should have had some earlier, but it's the way the game's been. Second on Melman's.
Gets the first. She was 9 for 10 the other night.
39 points, 10 assists, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 7 steals, right?
And she gets them both. Germantown takes the lead.
They're going to get a shot. They got a shot off.
Millmans, it's off. We've reached halftime. Our score, the Warhawks 30. The Redbirds of De Pere 29. Stick around, it's halftime. The winners going to the ref center. We're set to start the second half. Here we go.
Exciting, 18 minutes for a trip to state.
Left to right on your screen is De Pere, the Redbirds. Down 1, Millman's coming off a screen, gets a 3 opportunity, shot no good. Offensive rebound. That was Wittick. Millman, same spot, surveys. Now she hits a cutting, wide open.
Bjorgi.
That was Bjorgi. She got free baseline. We've got another lead change. And they're going to get a foul on the floor. They're going to get, is that Wittick? That's going to be her 3rd.
That's a big foul. I'm guessing they're going to go back to Lauren Schneider. Not yet. They're going to keep her in.
All right, Wittick to play with 3. See if that affects things that De Pere's trying to do. KK wants the ball. She knows she's got Shiselsic on her. And she wanted base block. Nope, kick out. Lobs, jumper, good! Kayla Lobs, big time jumper. She was last on the team in scoring, but comes away with a jumper there, and now Leininger rebounds.
That was all Lucy Leininger. They were beat. They had an easy layup. Great hustle.
KK crosses the timeline. Pull up, 15-footer off the mark.
She got deflected? Yeah, blocked.
Yeah, they're saying it was blocked.
She's not going to miss a shot like that.
Yeah, same thing that we said before.
I think Germantown's going to try to find more opportunities to get 3-pointers this second half, too. Try to free up Emily Wisner. We'll see if they get Danica Gaz back in the game, who's been so hot over the last 6 weeks.
Drive, KK, finish!
How'd she find that angle? How did she find that angle?
What a strong finish. Germantown up 3 now. .5 left in this one. Millmans drives. Wisner did a great job just staying high hands. Took the contact. Now she's getting double teamed. Looking.
Come to the ball. Yep, you got to come to the ball.
Lucy, floater, no good. Battle for the rebound. She comes away with it.
Kick it out.
Goes right back up. They're going to get a foul.
Great job. She had Wisner wide open for a 3, but the foul is just as good.
And Lucy's going to go to the line. This has been her sore spot. She'll admit it, but she's been so much better in the second half of the season.
So less than 2 minutes in, the one thing I talked about at halftime, I thought I was a little surprised that Lucy didn't have any rebounds in the first half. 2 real quick ones in the second half. And you're going to need that, again, going back to repeating what we've talked about, just the height that you're dealing with De Pere.
Leininger rattles around and out. Lucy, 47% on the season, but again, there was a stretch. And our producer today, Sarah Nassif, talked about it, how confident she got as the season went along, and they got so much better, and there it is.
That one looked good.
Good example of it. Germantown's lead 4. 2 minutes into the second half. The winner's going to Green Bay.
And now lobs on Bjorky again. This has been a great matchup to watch.
3 on the way. Good. Needed it. Oakley Wittick. Lead down to 1. KK in the open court. Drives. Has it swatted by Millmans.
Great defensive play.
Shaselsic comes away with the rebound. They push.
She's got an open lane. Nope.
To the rim. Layup. Off the mark. She gets her own rebound. Goes back up and finishes with the foul. Claire Bjorgy.
Having a game.
Bjorgy with the putback.
Who did they get on that Kala Labs?
That's as Kala picks up her second. Reese Berge to check in. Free throw, no good. Chen rebounds. McNeil with 3 fouls, drives. Lost her footing, off the mark. Wittick pushing up ahead. Leininger takes it away.
KK with the
Lucy,
deflection, good
little
pass.
Floater, pass inside, and finish from Gretchen, but that was all Lucy.
All starts with deflections again on the defensive end. And look at Kala Labs swarming Bjorky. This has been just such a fun matchup.
Look
Great
inside,
pass.
Millmans, got it. Go the other way. KK shot, no good. McNeil tried to save it and stepped out of bounds. Kala has been very impressive for Germantown as she steps off, as does Leininger. They're huffing and puffing. Berge checks in. McNeil stays out there. It's Murphy that checked in also. So Chen stays, 38-37. De Pere up 1. Gets quiet in the gym. Millman's top of the key, 3 on the way, back iron. McNeil off her fingertips. She had the position, had the battle, got a little bump, and then lost it.
Haven't seen too many of these out of bounds plays, and this is what hurt Germantown the other night. Backdoor cut, nope, just went right in.
Trying to get Millmans on the right side. Not there, drive, deflection. Out top, Shaselsic. Borowski looking. 3 on the way, Bjorgy, no good. Another offensive rebound. And they're gonna get Murphy with the foul. She undercut Borgie, and that's a right call. I think that's Claire that went down. It was. It's the right call as Murphy went for the dive and the undercut. 38-37, De Pere up 1. 2 fouls now apiece. In a 1-point game, every foul matters, every shot matters, every deflection matters. Largest lead of the game has been 6 for De Pere, 4 for Germantown. KK and Millmans. Millmans drives, shot, no good.
Good take.
Ball deflected off, it was off Gretchen.
Yep.
I think Chen thought it was going to be off of De Pere, but if you can grab it, grab it. Don't put it in the referee's hands. But of course, she's right there, and she was pretty confident. They're trying to get Millmans on the lob. Now they got the cutter. Now they get the corner. Borowski 3. Off the mark. In the hands of Berge. That was not Borowski either. Sorry. Murphy, drive, kick out, Wisner, 3.
Nope.
Battle for the rebound, Murphy, she's fouled. Rachel Murphy. I said it was Borowski on the other end. It was actually Elson Wetstein.
Yep.
Wetstein fired up the 3, missed it. And that led to a push for Germantown. And Rachel Murphy stepping to the line. 46% on the season. No good. Now Wetstein takes a seat. Coming back in is Oakley Whittick. Murphy looking at the rim, looking at the ref, looking at the rim.
She's got to get a little more arc on her free throw.
Second one.
There you go.
Good. Point for the possession. Back even.
Wow.
Pitch it up ahead, wide open, and layup good. A little
Great
breakdown
pass
for Germantown and a great vision. Shiselsic was wide open. Wisner thought about it, instead puts it on the deck. Nothing there.
Not only was she wide open, but the pass was really impressive. Full court length pass.
KK pull up, shot, no good. Claire with a rebound, she keeps it, she pushes. Right side, Millman's 3, no good. Murphy battles for the rebound, she comes away with it. Murphy keeps it.
She's gonna have to give that up, give it up.
And she threw it away, and here's Millman's on a breakaway. Pass, layup, good. Timeout on the floor, Germantown will take it with them. GTV sponsored by JVB Financial Advisor.
GTV, presented by JVB Financial Advisor, is on W7. I'm a financial planner. Started doing this 36 years ago, back in 1985. What my best clients say I do for them is help them feel comfortable about their money and about their insurance protection. Work with young people that are just out of college and just getting started, to people that are nearing retirement, or some that are already in retirement. There's no obligation, there's no fees or anything like that. We just like to have a conversation and see if it makes sense to sit down and maybe talk about things a little further.
.13 minutes left. Germantown trails by 4. They were up 4, and it's an 8-0 run. 9-1 run, I should say. It's Murphy.
She was fouled.
Lobs with it up. Berge with the offensive rebound. Now Wisner's shot rattles out. Berge in the tie-up, and it's going to stay here. Reese Berge just battling. .12:47 remaining. Germantown triggers. KK into Leininger. KK lets it fly. Shot no good. Borowski rebounds. Up the right side goes Bjorgi. Finds it wide open left side. Boy, they keep getting open. That's Shiselsic again.
Nice move.
Double team. Now KK
Oh.
takes it away. She's in the open court, going to the hoop. Step through.
She got hit in the
missed it.
face.
Wisner, offensive rebound, put back and good! Emily Wisner cleaning up KK's mess and finishing.
And again, we're not by no means trying to be critical of the officiating. That one, KK got raked across the face, but I think it was just an angle issue with the ref. But that's 3 on Bjorgi. That could be very, very critical.
Mark that down, 12:22. Free throw short. Millman's rebounds. .42-40 to Pere up. Up top is Bjorgi. This is Schneider going to the hoop. Has it blocked, and they're going to get a foul. Leininger, is that going to be her third?
Yep.
So Lucy commits her third. Nope, only her second.
Second, yeah. And that was the right call. She got beat. She went for the steal. She got beat. She recovered quickly, but I think in that situation, she swung pretty wildly to try to block it. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to call a foul.
Schneider to the line. Back iron. Free throws. Everything's so important. But it seems like it's been a free throw game so far as we keep ticking down to the Final buzzer. Second one, got it. Good rotation there. 3-point lead for Pere. KK left side, crosses the timeline. She's got Wiz wide open. She'll let it fly.
That's got to go good.
And it's good. Way too easy for everybody involved there. Wiz was left alone, and we're back even. Whittick inside, tipped away into the hands of KK. To the hoop, draws a foul, shot off the mark. And
that's
Oakley
on Whittick. That's her
commits
fourth.
her fourth.
Smart play by KK. She looked up, she saw Wisner trailing, but the better angle was to take it to the hoop. Went right at her. That's a big foul.
Oakley Whittick has been big. You're not going to see it in the stats, but she's been so effective on both ends of the floor. KK's first is good. Germantown regains the lead. Germantown just under 48, about 44 hours ago, playing just a game just like this, back and forth, constant lead changes. Gretchen, offensive rebound. It is her specialty. Wisner, floater, up, down, and good. 3-point lead, Germantown. Now Berge, wreaking havoc on Borgie. Berge and Borgie. Double team, they get it out. Drive, Browski, double team. They kick it up top to Borski. Correction, that's Bjorgi. Right side, Borowski, nothing there. There's no Johnson or Smith on the floor, just so everybody knows.
Yeah, and Melman's is getting frustrated. She was wide open in the for
KK,
three.
it went through her hands, and she gets it anyway. She goes to the hoop at Millman's. No call. Great defense by Jordan Millman's. They push.
Ooh.
Millman's three, no good. And McNeil rebounds. Boy, you gotta love the one-on-one of KK and Millman's. They're both going right at each other.
All game they've been on each other. It's been such a fun matchup to watch.
Timeout on the floor, we'll take it with them. You're watching W7. The Hupke team draws on their shared in-depth knowledge of the community to guide their clients through the home buying and selling process. Recognizes one of the top 10 realtor teams in the nation for small teams and #1 team in Wisconsin by Coldwell Banker. You will not find better representation than the Hupke team. Visit JenniferHupke.com. Check them out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. 46-43, Germantown up and with the ball. 10:40 in counting, KK into Berge. Leininger drives, kicks it out. Berge surveys, gets it to KK, gets a ball screen, nothing there. KK drives, kick. McNeil thought about it. Instead, she kicks it. Oh, and she threw it away. What you have? 10:26 remaining. Germantown up 3. Empty possession. Can Pere take advantage? Dribble handoff. Little slowdown, a little dribble exchange, trying to free up moments. She'll come off a double screen. There she is in the corner. She thought about it. Dribble, shot, no good. We're going to have a tie-up. It's going to stay on that end. Design play to get Millman's a 3. Again, averaging 25.3 a game. She comes in with 6 points thus far. There's a discussion right now between the benches and the floor, and we'll see what's going on.
Timeout?
Yep, I think there was a equipment issue, so they're going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching GTV, sponsored by JVB Financial Advisor.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Today is Sectional Saturday on W7, and we crown a champion who is moving on to the state tournament. On April 1st, W7 will be crowning their own champion for the 2022-23 school year. That champion will be honored to be the homeschool winner. Each year, we apply all funds raised through donations, services, and sponsorships to the donor's school of choice. We then add all the funds up, and the school with the most becomes our home school for the next year. The winner gets more of their games, home and away, live streamed than anyone else. This contest is for all W7 covered sports: golf, volleyball, basketball, and softball. Go to productionsw7.com/homeschool. So it looked like there was a something with the maybe an injury, maybe a blood issue, something for Bjorgi. So they called the timeout to reset her. Actually, Shaselsik, as Bjorgi drives and gets fouled.
Yeah, she got fouled. Looks like J.C. Manny on that one.
And so they took the timeout to make sure that Shaselsik can stay on the floor. And again, DePere, they played Schneider a little bit. We've seen a few other subs. Wetstein's been on the floor, but for the most part, it's been the starting five. Free throw, no good for Shaselsik. Two for 5 in the game so far. 2 for 6, McNeil rebounds.
She made her first 6 free throws.
Pass up ahead.
That's awesome.
It's going to be off.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the right call. Wiz doesn't like it, but that's the right call. Coach Stubbe's arguing for it, but it happened right in front of us, and we had a perfect view of it. It's definitely off Wiz.
I was trying to get his attention to say, yeah, it was good, but I don't think he cares what I think right now.
No, I don't think, no. You still want to just let the referee know.
Good pressure.
Wetstein. Now Borgie with Berge on her. She lost it going into the lane. She tried to throw it off Wisner. Instead, they get it to Millmans. She threw it away into the hands of Reese Berge, who gets it to KK. Drop pass. Murphy, no good. Batted out of bounds. Stays here.
A lot of credit to Berge. I mean, she created the tough shot from Borgie on the other end. Bjorgi on the other end.
No,
then gets,
no doubt.
Then gets the ball when they try to throw it back in and started the fast break.
KK on the block, double team, step through, throws it up, should have kicked it out.
You're not going to get that call.
Nope, it's a good no call. Now Bjorgi, it's been stuck at 46-43. Shot no good, but Millman's going to get offensive rebound, put back in, good! Jordan Millman's going to step to the line with a chance to tie this one up.
You knew at some point she was going to play a big factor in the second half, and she certainly is.
46-45, 9:05 remaining. Leininger in for Murphy. Free throw good, we're back even. 10 ties now to go along with 12 lead changes. KK calling for it, gets it.
Miss Wisner
right
wide
side.
open.
It's Berge, nothing there. Gets it to Leininger with Millman's on her. She drives, up and under, She draws the foul. And if that's Wittick, that's 5, and they're giving her a look, that's it.
Oh boy.
Oakley's already starting to shed a few tears, like hang in there, Oakley, you gotta be a great team right now, hang in there. As Oakley Wittick fouls out with 8:45 remaining.
I hate to see that as a senior.
So Wittick is out at the 8:45 mark.
Yeah, that's tough. You hate to see that as a senior in a close game like this where you know you're not going to have an impact in the second half other than from the bench. And that was another one where, you know, the official from the back made the call. There was official closer, but it's all about angles. It's all about what your angle is, and there was definitely a foul. Lucy's got to make sure she gets some arc on this free throw.
Lucy to the line.
Not that much.
This is the first. You could see, and the coach move. Coach Poilo imploring her, box out, box out. Sporgy comes away with the rebound. Leininger on her. Millman's coming off the screen. She looked to see if KK was still on her, and she was, and then got by her, floater, no good. Rebound, McNeil. She steps through everybody, and she pushes. KK to the hoop, floater, good.
Been a while since she had scored, so that had to feel good. Sure, that felt good for KK.
Oh, Borowski and Bort.
Yeah.
That's Berge.
She got her.
Yep, and Coach Stu, he said, stay straight up.
And again, we talked about this before the game. Germantown does not want to get into a game of fouls and free throws. And that's a giveaway right there. It was unnecessary. They're always aggressive. You understand you're going to have those type of plays, but that's a tough one.
Free throws the rest away from both teams now. How is that a two-shot foul? That's an interesting call. Because that happened way out here.
Yeah.
Really interesting. She gets 1 out of 2, so a point for the possession, and now the lead for De Pere. Correction, they trail by 1.
Wisner open again.
KK left side. Pull up, 18-footer, no good. Ball, batted around, nope. Rebound.
Don't
That's
get it
Schneider,
cheapy.
great job. And now they get it ahead. Borge lost it. She regained it, Berge rebound. Now KK with the ball. Hits Wisner, into the lane. Left hand, no good. McNeil doing McNeil things. Gretchen McNeil. And they're going to say a tie-up. Gretchen McNeil, so effective on the offensive boards.
De Pere makes it so difficult in the lane to get a shot. Every time we've seen it more on this end because the Germantown is down on our end this time. Every time Germantown gets a shot close to the hoop, they're being challenged straight up. They're not getting easy looks.
7:35 remaining. Wisner, fake handoff, drive, shot, back iron, no good.
Don't commit a bad foul here.
Borowski over to the right side. Melmans to the right side, now with KK on her. Takes a deep breath and surveys. Borge against Berge. Left hand, it rolls off. Millmans bats it out. 3 on the way. Good! Borowski! Avery Borowski!
She's had a really nice game.
Wisner, left side. Under 7 now, 50-48. De Pere regains the lead. Skip to the corner, McNeil. She drives, lost it, regains it. Berge skips it to the corner. Wisner, drive, shot, partially blocked, missed it. McNeil again! Another tie-up. We'll go the other way. .642 remaining, 50-48. De Pere just regaining the lead. Again, winner is your sectional champ who will play in Green Bay next weekend. KK against Millmans. Nothing there. Swing it, Shishelsik. Surveys to the right side, Schneider. Little surprised they continue to defend Schneider so high up. She's not going to shoot that out there. Now she gets a backdoor layup.
Yeah, and she got the cut because of it. Yep, you're absolutely right.
KK up to Wisner. The 3, no good. Rebound Shishelsik as we approach 6 minutes. 3 on the way, no good. Leininger rebounds. Big swing right there if that goes.
Yeah, that would have been a big, big three for DePere.
As McNeil surveys everything. Wonder if Germantown goes timeout instead. They let McNeil drive. Shot! Good! Gretchen McNeil!
Phenomenal take on her part.
She is not known for her offense, but my goodness, that was just a strong senior move.
8 points for her now. She found a crease. She had 2 DePere players on her. She found a crease, split it, put it up, got fouled. Fantastic finish.
McNeil misses it. Hustle for the rebound. It's Leininger's. And it's batted around and taken away. Leininger had it, and then she had it ripped out of her hands. Drive, lob, Schneider. Kick it out. Now back up top. Millmans backs it out. 5:30 and running towards the end of this one. We've had a great one again. Germantown, it's their second one in 2 days. KK comes away with a steal.
She's got to go right at the hoop.
To the hoop, draws a foul. She's going to go shoot 2.
Not a bad foul by Shashelsik.
Absolutely not. Make her shoot them both. Everybody's starting to get tired. The legs are getting heavy. Again, Germantown just had one of these, whereas DePere won pretty comfortably the other night. All 3 of their wins have been very comfortable thus far.
And if you don't foul KK there, she's making that layup. That's so now you put her on the line, make her shoot the throws.
And it's only the second one as it rattles around and down. Only the second foul on Shashelsik. Now KK to shoot with the opportunity to tie this one up. The tension, you can feel it in the gym. Everybody's a little quieter than normal.
You can feel it at this table.
Yeah, great point. Second one rolls off. Didn't really have good rhythm on that one, just kind of floated it. Now they get a layup on the other end, good.
Great look.
Third time today they've had an empty layup like that because nobody got back, and KK up ahead to Leininger. Skip.
Got Wisner open.
Floated too long. Wiz drives, step through, layup, good.
Great take.
Wiz wanted the 3, and then she was cut off. There's Berge chasing Borgie.
Wisner playing like a senior.
Drive down the lane, blocked by Leininger. Millmans recovers, put back, good. Jordan Millmans, lead back to 3. KK, inside, she threw it away.
And she missed Wisner on the wing again. I don't know if she's just not seeing her.
4:35 and counting. Three on the way, back iron, ends up in Wisner's hands. Germantown to push, KK, might have gotten away with a travel, but she got fouled and no call.
Coach Stuvey's upset, he has every right to be.
And Leininger comes away with a steal, go the other way.
Oh boy, oh boy.
And they threw it away.
That's frustrating, that happens.
It happened right in front of us, and KK got mauled with no call. And right in front of the referee. And you have to wonder, did he blink?
Well, and again, we don't want to be critical of the officials, but it's the same one and he's the one that's been swallowing his whistle. So some guys, that's the way they're going to officiate.
As we approach.
As long as they're consistent.
Now tick under 4 minutes. Millman's left all alone. I think KK's exhausted. Millman's buried it.
Big shot.
And the lead, the biggest of the day. 6 for DePere. Skip Wisner. She lets it fly. No good. And now you have to wonder, do you start to foul? Is this one starting to slip away from Germantown? 3.5 left.
Oh, that's off. Yeah, that's off. Ooh. I think Coach Stubbe might be right there. That hit her ankle.
Kalalob's checking in. .320 and counting. KK deflection. Should have been a foul, but they didn't call it. Again, they were letting them play. And now a steal, and she stepped out of bounds. No, what do we have here? What do we have? Oh, yeah, yep, that's what happened. It was a steal, and as Gretchen rolled. And now we got both coaches being told, stay back. McNeil had it, and she sat out of bounds. 3:15 remaining. DePere up 6.
Oh, no. I don't think she got her. I think anytime you swipe like that, they're going to do that, but I don't think she got her, but it's going to send her to the line.
Millman's. Again, no stats for them, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say she's really good at shooting free throws. Timeout on the floor. We're going to take it with them. You're watching GTV, sponsored by JVB Financial Advisor. There are over 20 studies that support the benefits of low-fat chocolate milk as a recovery beverage. Low-fat chocolate milk contains the right 3-to-1 mix of carbs and protein, scientifically shown to help refuel and restore muscles. Pro athletes have been relying on chocolate milk for years because they have seen the benefits in their own performance and recommend drinking milk to others. Learn more at GonnaNeedMilk.com, brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. Quick shout out to Megan Ishii, Amber Ishii, and Megan Erickson for checking in tonight. 3:08 remaining. It's De Pere. Momentum. Free throws on the way. They're feeling it. They're feeling real confident right now. Bonus free throw here for Millmans. As Danica Gaz looks to check in, and you know what that means. It's going to be threes. So Danica checks in. Kala out. And that's for the three-point shooting. But don't fall in love with the three. 7 or maybe even 8. You can still get layups. We've seen that. And there it is. Millmans hits them both. Perfect 5 for 5 on the afternoon. Largest lead of the day, it's 8. 3 minutes and counting. Leininger, drive. Wisner, nothing there. McNeil looks. She drives, she splits the defense, left-hand layup, off the mark. Borowski rebounds. And now Gaz, with that offense-defense switch, on the ball in Borgie.
See if they take advantage of that.
2:35 and counting.
And De Pere, I mean, I think they just pull it out. There's no reason.
Absolutely.
2.5 minutes left. Just burn clock.
The defending state champs, down 8, 3, Millmans. Down 11!
That's a big shot.
That's a dagger. That might be it as KK drives, draws a foul. You're going to need a miracle finish now. As Germantown trails by 11, the defending state champs, down 11 to the De Pere Redbirds. As KK steps to the line. First one good. Surprised they didn't get Kala back in there or Berge. They're going to go Berge and Kala. Nope, they're going to go Berge for Danica.
Nope, not yet.
Oh, yeah, they're going to go both of them. Yeah, there it is. There's Kala for Danica.
Got to go full court pressure here.
And then Gretchen came out as well. The Mighty Mites are in there to create problems. Use that team speed that they bring.
You may have to start fouling this early. It's 2 minutes left, but depending on who gets the ball in their hands.
Second one is off.
Oh, got the steal,
and
though.
A steal, Berge. KK splits everybody. Foul, layup, off the mark. Kind of the way it's been here in the second half. Sending KK back to the line to shoot 2. Reese Berge with that steal. Exactly why she was put out there.
But a good point. Second half, KK and Wisner, they've gotten open looks and just they haven't been able to hit them.
Free throw good. And again, we touched on it a few times. It's two really intense games in less than 48 hours where they've been on the floor nonstop. Second one, good. As we approach 2 minutes, the double team comes. There it is. Don't want to foul Millmans.
Nope.
You want to try
or Bjorgi.
You want to try to let Schneider be open, and then you foul her. Not
De
to pick
Pere
on
doing
Lauren,
the smart
but
thing.
she's 1 for 3 thus far. She's in for Whittick, and there's KK, and they're going to get a foul. We could hear the ball from here, but I think they got her on the shoulder.
I think that's 4.
.148, stepping to the line, Claire Borgie. Hit her first 6. Gets the first one here. Seven for 8 now. Gretchen McNeil. She checks in for Calla Lobbs. This Germantown team, 8 seniors, but only one of them played in the championship game a year ago, and that was Emily Wisner. Second one rolls off. So they don't get the opportunity to get Danica in the game, but Leininger rebounds and keeps it. She crosses the timeline, threw it away.
Got to come back with pressure. Got to let that go. Got to keep KK back. She's got 4 fouls, and then bring pressure up. She's got to be real careful. You need KK on the floor.
100 seconds separates DePere. Oh, a steal, KK, easy one. Layup, good. Down to 7.
That's foul.
And that's an okay foul. That will be Gretchen's 4th, but to put Schneider on the line to shoot 2. I mean, it's not Millmans, it's not Bjorgi, it's not Borowski, the 3 that have been on the floor, your top 3 scorers. So Lauren Schneider with the opportunity to step up, be big, the 6-foot junior. She's already been big in this game, looking to put the nail in Germantown's coffin. Goss for Berge. The lead is 7. Free throw. Battled around. Ends up in Wisner's hands. Wisner to McNeil. It's Danica. You can still be patient. You've got some time. You got to get a basket is what you got to get. KK drive, kick, 3, Gaz, no good. Millman's rebound.
Great rebound by Millmans.
And DePere can start to feel it. Now they're playing keep away. 65 seconds left.
Got to come up and foul.
And they do. You send the Butler commit to the free throw line to put the final nail in Germantown's coffin. Up and down as J.C. Manny checks in. Pure offense now as Leininger checks in.
And like we talked about at halftime, Millmans was going to get involved. She had 4 points at halftime. She's got 20 on the game now. And now 21. You knew she was going to start to warm up, get involved in this game, and that's been a huge factor in this second half.
The lead 9. Wisner into the lane, kick. Manny, 3, good. Timeout. So J.C. Manny checks in, knocks down the 3. We'll take a timeout. The Hupke team offers buyers concierge level service. To find homes that fulfill their clients' wish list, they draw on their shared in-depth knowledge of the community to present options in both up-and-coming and established neighborhoods. When it comes time to negotiate, the Hupke team advocates for their clients' interest every step of the way. You will not find better representation than the Hupke team. Visit JenniferHupke.com to learn more and follow them on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Sarah's going to be on the floor when this one ends, so stick around. And as it stands, it's going to take a small miracle for Germantown, who trails by 6. All the credit in the world right now to the DePere Redbirds.
Yeah, and DePere's going to do everything they can to get the ball in either Bjorgi's hands or Millman's to get them to the line.
Germantown needs something to happen. They inbound, they got a trap.
Oh, it's off.
It should stay here. It does.
What a great play. What a great play by Reese Berge. That's what you needed. Now, 51 seconds. You don't necessarily need a three. Just need to score.
.51 seconds left. Inbound to Manny. KK drives. Shot. Good. Down to 4.
And I think you got to find Melman's there. Yeah. Now get it out of her hands if you're Germantown.
There's the pressure. Up the right sideline. They got a double team. And
yeah, that's foul.
Foul.
Yep. JC Manny, I think, got her on the wrist.
Shashelsik to the line. It has not been her friend today. So Germantown hanging around. 67, 63. 34.1 remaining.
You got a senior at the line. I think you're here. This is what you want. Starting point guard at the line.
McKenna, back iron. Second one for McKenna. Shashelsik got the second
That's a big
one.
free throw.
30 seconds now. Germantown down 5. They need a 3. It's blocked into Melman's hands.
Oh, I don't think they wanted to foul Melman's. I'm not sure she did, but it
What
does
a
stop the
great
clock.
play. I mean, Danica's on the floor, the freshman, to shoot threes. She got it, and Melman's knew it. She immediately went up and blocked that shot. And that miracle that Germantown started to feel a little momentum and tension build. That may have just let the air out of the balloon as Jordan steps to the line, knocks down the first.
Oh,
nope,
no.
it rattles off. 68-63. If you're Germantown, a 2 is okay. You just want to extend the game. A 2 is okay. You don't need to force a 3. We'll see what they decide to do. Millmans gets the second. 69-63. Still a 2-possession game. KK drives. Handoff. Wisner, 3. No good. McNeil, offensive rebound. Gaz, 3. No good. She's fouled. They fouled Danica.
Wow.
Coach Boyle just turned around and walked to the other end of the bench.
He might keep walking.
Danica Gaz is going to shoot 3 free throws. So a chance for Germantown with the clock stopped. 69-63. Danica back irons the first.
That's the key, though. Going back to games 3, 4, 5 ago where you mentioned this, Germantown finding themselves in a game of free throws. This could be their Achilles heel. You got to make these.
Sarah has left to get on the floor for the winner as she misses the second. And now Coach Boyle is like, all right, I feel a little better now. And now Germantown, because KK's got 4 fouls, she checks out. Third one is good. You need a quick foul, got to extend
Or
the game.
steal.
Or
Yep.
a steal. Bergie's fouling. She's been fouling the whole time, and they'll call.
See, they called that earlier, yeah. Now they got it.
And now they get McNeil, JC Manny, and KK back on the floor.
Bjorgi started the game hot from the line. Starting to, oh, she missed that one. So that second half, she has missed a number of free throws in the second half.
A lot of dead legs. 10.4 remaining, still a 5-point game, which means it's still 2 possessions. I think if you are Germantown, I think a quick basket might be in order, then take a timeout. Set up
She
your
got that one.
defense. Yep, she did. Somebody's taking a timeout. We'll take it with them, and we've talked about it. Today is our fundraising specialist. Today is a sectional Saturday on W7, and we will crown a new champion on W7, April 1st. That champion will be the champion for the 2022-2023 school year, as they will win our annual homeschool contest. Each year we apply all the funds we raise from all the donors that we accumulate, and that goes towards the homeschool. The homeschool becomes the winner that raises the most money. That winner gets most of their home games and away games live streamed. This contest covers all W7 sports, golf, volleyball, basketball, and softball. The contest ends April 1st, midnight, March 31st, to be honest, because we sit through it as we do all the raising of all the funds. So go to Productions W7. See if I can find the info at Productions W7, as we got Sarah running around, so I don't have the, go to info at W7, Productions W7. And we'll go from there. Can't do that, can't switch osmos like that. Take the battery, hook up the batteries, KK drives. McNeil, layup, good, timeout with 3.3, but you're down 4. Just took too much time. And I think it's time. You can hear the student section chanting, "Thank you, seniors." It does appear that the final game for these 8 seniors on GTV, as the Redbirds of De Pere are starting to feel it. Student section's getting ready to celebrate. These 8 seniors for Germantown. It's been a fun group to cover. Kayla Lobbs, Emily Kolda, Hallie Bowles, Gretchen McNeil, Gabby Cox, and Emily Wisner, along with Sarah Rudy. Those 8 seniors, you've been a special group. It's a group we are so proud of, the way you carried yourselves through thick and thin, the young women you have become. We are excited to see your futures, as you are always a part of the W7 family. As we come back live, as I try to get rid of that graphic, it doesn't want to let me. I want to keep the seniors on there. There we go. Inbound. There it is.
That's the game. Yep. 2 seconds left, sending Bjorky to the line.
Thought they're just going to play it out. Might see 5 seniors check on the floor.
Yeah.
Gretchen McNeil checks out. Her senior season comes to a close. She left it all out there. We don't have a W7 player of the game today. Sarah's going to be on the floor with the celebrants. Everybody here on that De Pere squad are your players of the game.
And I think if you had to pick one, that would be the one. Bjorky with 19 points, just a huge game.
There it is. De Pere, you are headed to Green Bay. And we will have a new state champion in Division I. The De Pere Redbirds, 72. Germantown, 66. Congratulations, Redbirds. Sarah's on the floor in the huddle with De Pere. We talked about it before. This team, you knew that game from earlier.
I'll see you next year, all right?
You betcha, Danny.
Thank you, Ed.
Thank you, Danny. Thanks, Danny, for coming over. Sorry about that. We were talking to Danny. They were not going to let that early matchup from way back in November affect what happened today, and you could see the difference. That De Pere team was ready for Germantown. They were ready for everything they had thrown at them. As Germantown, the sectional representative, still taking home some hardware. And again, this team, a state champion 1 year ago.
But we talked about before the game, the things that what were the keys to the game? What was going to be the emotional hangover after that game from Thursday night, which drained everybody in attendance, on the court, us here, the coaches, everybody. How do you respond to that? Germantown still came out. They didn't start out slow. The thing that I think that De Pere did well early was just to control the pace, and it never changed. And so you look at the final score, a Germantown team that scores close to 80 points scores 66. And a lot of that, where did it happen? In the second half. Open looks from Emily Wisner and KK that just, it's going to happen in games like this. They couldn't get them to fall, and that happens. And on the other side, De Pere, you have to give.
They played everything. You know, you talked about it early. Executing that offense and taking Germantown, who wants to get up and down. They had their opportunities, but when you're up and down that often.
What was it going to be? Second chance points with the height. That was a huge factor. We knew Melman's was going to get very involved in the second half. We talked about this. She had 4 points at halftime. KK had done a remarkable job in preventing her from scoring. She ends up with 22 points. You knew she was going to get hers, and she played phenomenally in the second half. And as mentioned earlier, I would have said Claire Bjorgi was all game on both ends, phenomenal.
Stick around. But you're going to try to bring over some of the Redbird players. That is one fired up team.
Rightfully so.
Yep. One quick, small shout out to the student section of Germantown. They were a big reason why they won on Thursday night. They showed up and showed out, so credit to them. But today it's all about the Redbirds of De Pere.
Head coach Jeff Boyle and representatives from the 2022 WI Sectional Champion De Pere Redbirds.
They're about to hand the trophy to Jeff Boyle. And the Redbird team. There it is, your sectional champs.
You want the coach?
As you can see, Sarah's on the floor, waiting to see if they're going to cut down the nets. As a team, yes they are, as they're bringing over a ladder, allow the team to cut it down. We're trying to bring some players over. Well, we got a minute. W7 will be in Green Bay next weekend with live updates. Coach Stuvey's getting interviewed right in front of us. It's tough, but he's, you know, when you reach the mountaintop, you get it, you understand. You understand the emotion involved, and as per usual, Coach Stuvey, a class act. It's Coach Boileau. Coach Boileau, the first one to cut down a piece of that net. That was the big roar. As you can see, in the huddle is Sarah Nassif. In the crowd, the mass. Off to the right side, you see the final results. 4 in double figures for the Redbirds of De Pere. Congratulations to that community. excited for their opportunity. They came in averaging 70. They scored 72 points. So right there, Germantown averaging 79.66, held under their average. Huge difference. And that's that tempo that they dictated. And shots just would not fall for Germantown as they made that late run. Got it to 4, but just could not get past it. She coming over? Okay. Again, trying to get some players, some of the coaches. Coach Stuvie, if he has an opportunity, I know he wants to get in with that team. People coming over to him, thanking him, congratulating him.
Ran over to try to grab a couple of players, but got to let them have their moment before we do our thing.
Hey, thank you so much for the support. You guys are great. Thank you. Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you for stopping over. Appreciate it. Thanks. These people are coming by. Once you're part of W7, you're all a part of the family. They don't do that on ESPN or CBS or NBC or Fox. Come over and thank them. We'll take it.
Yeah, oh, certainly. Appreciate it. One of the things that when I ran over to talk to a couple of the Pere coaches, I grabbed an assistant coach, and we just talked about how impactful Jordan Melmans was in the second half. They knew it, and he said that. We told her at halftime, you only have 4 points. We can, and she said something that we noticed we were quiet about, but her body language. She was getting frustrated with KK Arnold, who was playing fantastic defense on her, and she wasn't getting her shots. She was getting frustrated on the shots she was getting. Clearly, they delivered a message to her for the second half. And there's Claire Bjorgi cutting hers off. She's earned it. Fantastic game from Bjorgi. But the coaching staff, not surprising, they saw the same thing that we saw. They needed to get Jordan Melmans involved in the game more in the second half. They certainly did. Unofficially, she finishes with 23 points, and I think 7 rebounds is what we have her at.
And now you can hear the crowd chanting "No School Friday." I think that's probably the most exciting part about it. But it's a short drive from De Pere to Green Bay. Because again, we're trying to bring some of the players, coaches over.
They need to have their moment. They've earned it. Go cut the net down.
Absolutely.
Get your pictures.
Celebrate. It's why you work so hard. Why those practices you're dragging. You don't feel like it in January when it's below 0, snowing sideways. You keep working for this very moment. Of course, the work is not done.
Best of luck to them next week at State. Play in a tough conference, play tough competition all year, and this is what you see the result of.
They're trying to celebrate every moment. Well, we have a moment. Kettle Moraine, Coach Todd Hansen, a huge friend of W7. Want to congratulate you and your squad for getting to Green Bay next weekend. We're so excited to see you there. Has to feel really good. All the heartbreak of the past, it goes out the window now. You've reached. And you have that chance to win that gold ball. So congratulations to you. Pewaukee, another supporter, huge supporter. Congratulations, Coach Reuter and the Pirates of Pewaukee. 2 years ago, they got there in a win over Pius. As Coach Boileau cuts it down. Pewaukee won 2 years ago and then lost it to COVID. So this is their first official visit and transport to Green Bay. And again, we're going to try to get some players and or coaches. Trying to see who else we got.
How did Brookfield East do?
Brookfield East, another one. Congratulations, Coach Saxton.
They did win?
They won. Congratulations,
Wonderful.
Spartans. Coach Kelly, Excited for you guys.
I think they're
We're
going to get
excited
one
for
more
all the
picture
teams,
here.
but you know what? These are teams that we've covered, I've covered. I know the coaches pretty well, some of them, and it's exciting when we say you're a part of the family, but we take this so personally. You know, this Germantown, it's tough to say goodbye to these seniors because we've been right there with them for 4 years. But just as excited for De Pere and their opportunity. And you always want to say you covered the best in the state. So De Pere, go ahead, go win that gold ball. Of course, you got Kettle Moraine and Brookfield East and Appleton East. Congratulations to them. So all 4 teams up at state, all 4 W7 family members. Matt, Coach Stuvey, you got just 1 minute. We'll keep it short, I promise. It's been a while, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I know you want to get back into the locker room, but thank you for your support all these years. Just quick sum up today and how you're feeling. I mean, obviously we know the feelings, but talk about today.
Well, I mean, obviously you got to execute at a high level to win games like this, and I thought De Pere just executed a little better than we did. Obviously, I think we were 8 for 19 or something from the line in the second half, and that was kind of the tipping point when you kind of right there, and you just can't knock down those free throws to, you know, stay with the team or even gain some separation at some points. But, you know, they played a tremendous game, and, you know, we just weren't as efficient as on offense. I thought, you know, the last, you know, we've won 17 in a row, and, you know, our offensive point per possession numbers were off the charts.
Sure.
And we just didn't hit that level of efficiency today when it mattered.
Well, then real quickly, talk about those 8 seniors.
Yeah, I was just saying, you know, to the newspaper guys that, you know, we had all 4 classes on a team, which doesn't always happen.
No, it doesn't.
At Germantown, I mean, some, you know, but here we don't typically, you know, 5 freshmen and sophomores on varsity is very uncommon for us. And I thought it was the seniors who really, their leadership that brought those kids in and made them feel like they were a significant part of the team. And, you know, it's just a testament to the character of those kids that, you know, they had, you know, they understood that these kids need to be part of us, and we need to, and those are culture builders. Those
Sure,
kids,
absolutely.
that's what they are.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. I'll let you go. I just want to keep it short. Give them our best. You know how they are. They're officially W7 family members from here on out.
Well, we appreciate everything you guys did for us.
And thank you. Safe travels back.
All right.
Head high.
All right.
You brought home a gold ball last year. You fell a little short this year. Coach Matsuvi, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Momentarily, we'll have Claire Porgy, Jordan Millmans. We're using that camera, Sarah. So you can, if you want to get rid of that or set it down or something.
You want me on this?
No, I'll take the 2 of them. Is she doing it? Claire, are you going to be over there?
Yeah, we said after.
Okay, you go do that. They have brighter lights.
Do you mean just those 2 or you want me to get anyone else?
Just those 2 and then Coach Boilo. The coach, the head coach.
Yeah, he's taking pictures.
Yeah, I'm sure he is, and we should have an opportunity.
You're going to take both at the same time?
Yeah, I'll do both at the same time. We'll go that route. And I'll just stand. Sarah, what you could do is just move this camera out. Again, the De Pere Redbirds. What happened? Why did we lose that feed? Please tell me that's been on this whole time. May not have been. They're going to switch. Let's get Jordan over here. Jordan, you ready?
Should I sit, stand, what do we got here?
Let's stand.
Okay.
I got it set high, and I know you're not tired at all, so
Oh, yeah.
standing's no big deal.
Definitely.
First of all, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We can't touch on today's game unless we go back to November.
Yep.
What did that play in today's game?
Yeah, obviously, we've had a hashtag 105 in our tweets ever since we lost to them.
All year, yep.
And that's just been, that's built our pressure, that's built everything that we've gotten to this game. We've been basically preparing for this game ever since we lost to them, and we knew we could beat them. We have confidence in everyone. We have 6 seniors on this team who knew we all had confidence in each other, and we just played our best game tonight. We played together. It was awesome.
Talk to us about going, you don't want to say one-on-one, but let's face it, you two are guarding each other most of the game. You and KK going back and forth. How fun is that?
Obviously, KK is a great player, and she's such a great person. She has great personality on and off the court. We're pretty good friends on and off the court, so it was awesome to play against her. 2 great basketball players going at it, but obviously it wasn't just her against me. It was us 5 against her 5.
Absolutely.
Emily Weisner had a great game. All of their number 24 had a great game. I mean, Claire on my team had one of her best games ever. I mean, we just all played together. It was... I can't even speak right now. It was so awesome. I'm so sorry.
Well, we'll let you go. We want you to go celebrate with your team. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
But the work's not done.
Yep.
Because you get to go to Green Bay and you get a chance for that gold ball.
That has been a goal ever since freshman year.
Jordan Millmans. Butler, you don't get her quite yet. She's going to stay in this state for a little bit longer.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations. Bring it home. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
As you step away, we'll bring in Claire. You can just come on over, Claire.
I couldn't even speak. Oh, okay. I was like, same. That was me.
You can go to that. Yeah, it's on. You can go ahead. Let's bring this in first. I'll start with you the same way. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How does this feel?
Oh, it feels awesome. We played him in the beginning.
Why don't you slide over just a touch? There you go. No, I know, right?
Get me in. I'm not important.
We played Germantown in the beginning of the year, and they beat us pretty good. They're a good team, but we really wanted this one, and we had an outstanding game today.
So you knew you were going to get this constant Germantown pressure. What was the plan going in, and how did you guys execute? Because Coach Stuvey even mentioned you guys just out-executed them. What was the plan?
So obviously they have, KK, and she's an outstanding player, but I think our goal was just to really stop her and then, get everybody else involved, and we had, maybe 4 girls contribute points, which was awesome as well.
4 double-digit scores.
You're a sophomore. And early on, we talked about it. What were the keys to the game going to be? Against a team like Germantown, you mentioned it, the amount of pressure that they had. Early on, you set the tone. You were the one that was breaking the press. They weren't able to handle. You got to the line early. You made your first, 6 free throws. You really set the tone early. How much do you think did that contribute to the overall start for you guys to stay in this game, to set the tone, to dictate the pace?
I think that in the beginning of the game, we started off a little slow, but I really wanted this win, and I came out hot, and I think everybody followed. Jordan wasn't really hitting her shots in the beginning, but I knew they would come, and they for sure did in the second half.
Absolutely. So same thing. You're not done yet. This is big. That's just a little one. You want that big
we want the gold ball.
Well, enjoy it. Have a great week. Good luck next weekend. We'll see you up there.
Thank you.
Claire Borghi.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Go enjoy it. And it looks like you got more people to talk to. We wanted to get Coach Boileau. We're starting to run out of time and people, and I'm sure he's got so many people. You can try, but he's got a lot of cameras over there. We're here. While we've got a minute, we want to send out our thank yous to everybody a part of W7. The family, you are it. Gary Whipperman, Connor DuBois, Sarah Nassif, Jonathan Sippis, Ron Gavinsky, so many others that have helped us out. Thank you to all the girls that have helped us volunteer by running the cameras. That helps us immensely. You are just as important, if not more important, because if that camera's not moving, nothing's coming across for everybody. Thank you to the players, the coaches, the athletic directors, the schools' communities for coming out and reaching out to us. We thank you. Our sponsors, Jolly Good Soda, JVB Financial Advisor. Thank you, Jay. The Hupke team, the Walbeck Group, and Ultimate Team Camps. Thank you to all of you. Dave Beasley, our intern, Photog intern, his help being a part of everything. We want to thank you for everything you've done for us. And we're going to send you on your way, as Coach Boileau, I think, is still out there, so we're going to let him be. But thank you so much to everybody. De Pere Redbirds, you guys have earned this, and you are headed to Green Bay with a chance to win the 2022 state championship.
I paid my dues, time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. And bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've had my share of